Hey Shackley family, we just wanted to send you a quick short video as we end January of 2023 because we want to encourage you. We want to share with you some of our own Shackley story, and we understand some of the pressures and stresses that you are under right now with the current economic situation and how that might be affecting your nutrition and your health and the choices that you're making. One thing I've noticed, I've talked to a lot of our Shackley family members who've cut back completely on ordering and placing their Shackley orders because their budget is so tight. And it just, it honestly breaks my heart. Like, it's not the money, it's knowing that when you are cutting Shackley, you're actually impacting your health in a negative way. And when we are under so much stress with the current economy and people are under stress from their jobs, people are taking on extra jobs, like it's a stressful time. And more than ever, you need the wellness and nutritional support that Shackley has to offer more than any other time in your life. And maybe Brian can speak to the fact, like, we know what this is like. We've lived a missionary lifestyle for many, many years.
Yeah, and I just so appreciate like how Bonnie has made such a commitment for our family that we were going to cut in other areas before we cut back on the quality nutrition that we're putting into our bodies. I want to encourage you and remind you that everything that we do in life is animated through our bodies. You go to work with your body, you go shopping with your body, you lift things with your body. And if your body isn't strong, if it's not healthy, and if you're not nourishing it with great nutrition through a good diet, right? Because we need a good baseline diet, but it's so hard to get our bodies all the nutrients that it needs through a good diet alone. It puts us in a position where we have to supplement. And there's no other supplement company out there in the world that has the kind of quality, the sort of efficacy, the sort of just proven, clinically proven, scientifically proven research behind it. And so we're just sharing this with you because we care about people and we want to see people thrive and experience prosperity in all areas of your life. And let me just say this, like, I understand the temptation to, spend your money in areas that feel more urgent right now. Because building into our health, building into our wellness, it is important. We all agree on that. What we might disagree on is the sense of urgency that it has. So it's kind of like it's important, but it's not urgent. But here's the thing. If you neglect those important things or those urgent things, and you're not building into things that are going to be with you for the long term, it's going to catch up to you eventually. Think about this. Like, you are going to spend money on your health somehow, some way. It's just, do you want to spend money on it now, to build into your health and wellness, which is the proactive approach that we have chosen to embrace with our family? Or do you want to delay that, save a little bit of money now, but delay that, kick the can down the road, and pay for a $35,000 hip surgery in a couple of years? Like, what do you want to do? You're going to spend money on your health and wellness somehow, some way, someday. So to us, it just makes sense. Why not spend as little as $2.43 a day on the basic nutritional supplementations program that we recommend? That seems like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
And on top of all that, Shackley has in its back pocket the what's that study, babe? The landmark study. We've got the landmark study.
And 140 others.
Yeah, and 140 other clinical studies published in scientific papers and peer-reviewed journals that show that the longer you take Shackley products, the better you're going to feel. I mean, I'm not saying that as marketing. Now, I'm saying that as scientifically proven. That is powerful, powerful stuff. So again, we're saying this to you because we care about you, we care about people, and we want to see you go into this next year with all of the fuel that your body is going to need to carry out all the different tasks that you're going to need to carry out. So
yeah, and we speak from also just huge personal experience. Like I said, we were missionaries on the mission field overseas, living in several countries for 20 years. with our 3 kids, and we lived paycheck to paycheck so many times. And in the midst of that, we made an early on commitment. We said, if we ever, when those seasons come where they're really tight and we have to cut our budget, we will never cut from our health. We will never cut from our nutrition, from the food. There's certain foods that we buy, certain grocery items that we buy that are all natural and those things. And I was like, I'm not going to go to cheap food because I know it impacts our health in a negative way. And the same way, we're not going to cut our Shaklee nutrition because it affects our health in a negative way, because we feel so amazing when we stay consistent. And when he said, there's been seasons where we've been doing shakes instead of full meals because things were so tight. And that has been true. Like, there's been dinners where we made all of our family life shakes because that's what we had on hand. And that was better than the alternative of eating
cheap food,
crappy food that wasn't going to impact
that
our
just
health.
it doesn't have the nutrient density that's going to nourish our bodies with the stuff that we need. And a Shaklee Life Shake is less than $3.50, and that's a whole meal. So you're not going to find a cheaper, more nutritious meal out there. So
it's awesome. And $2.40 a day is for our basic Shaklee recommendation, where we encourage everybody to start if you're on that minimal place right now. And I feel like everybody can figure out how to do that. $2.40 a day. And so we just want to encourage you. We want to speak life into you as you head into this year, and that you are continuing to support your health in these crazy, stressful times.
Yeah. Hey, I just want to say this too. Like, as we're talking about our health and our bodies and stuff like that, think of your body as a vehicle, right? Like, some of you drive amazing vehicles. You've got brand new cars. And the thing that just is like blows my mind is there's so many Americans who take better care of their cars than they do of their bodies. But I live in this vehicle. I live in this body, and everything that I do, all the work that I do, all the things that I lift, all the places that I go, I want to make sure that this vehicle is taken care of first. And so that might mean that I don't drive the latest model car right now. I don't drive the nicest stuff. I don't maintain other vehicles better than how I maintain this vehicle. This is the most important one. So I know this video got a little bit long. If you have stayed with us all the way to the end, kudos to you, man. Fist bump right there. We would love to reconnect with you again and just catch up and hear how you're doing. And hopefully this video has just breathed a little bit of hope, a little bit of life back into you, because there's so many voices out there right now that are just pulling us down, causing us to be pessimistic and negative, and we don't want that. We want to be around people that are just up and to the right, positive all the time. And so
awesome.
There you go. Thanks for listening.
All right. Bye, guys.